Under the vast southern sky, Australia stretches from red desert to wild coast, an open dome where strange lights, silent shapes, and impossible speeds have been reported for generations. Pilots, farmers, students, and night shift workers have all told similar stories. Welcome to Australia's UFO Hotspots, an exploration of sightings, science, and the enduring mystery above us. By UFO, or UAP, we simply mean something seen in the sky that isn't immediately identified. Many turn out to be aircraft, planets, drones, or weather. Some, however, remain genuinely unexplained. In this series, we travel the continent to examine the best-known cases and landscapes that frame them, looking past hype to what witnesses, records, and the environment can really tell us. We begin in Victoria, Westall, 1966, schoolyards, low clouds, and a story that refuses to fade. North to Queensland, the Tully saucer nest, a mysterious swirl in a reed-filled lagoon that drew national headlines. Across the Northern Territory, Wycliffe Wells highway lights and the secrecy around Pine Gap fueled decades of speculation. In the inland, the Min Min lights haunt travelers. Wandering orbs reported on lonely roads across QLD into WA. On the New South Wales coast, Gosford's waterfront sightings in the early 90s brought police logs and media attention. And straddling South Australia and Western Australia, the Nullerbore's vast skies invite reports few other places can match. Along the way, we'll look at headlines and archives, what was claimed, what was documented, and what was later explained. We'll compare eyewitness timelines with radar traces, flight paths, star charts, and atmospheric data. Expect possibilities: Venus low on the horizon, re-entries, drones, flares, mirages, and rare optical effects, often overlooked in the moment. Still, some reports defy simple labels. Those are the ones we'll study closely, calmly, with context, and an open but skeptical mind. We'll hear from communities shaped by these stories and sift official records where they exist. And for travelers, when to go, where to look, how to observe and record responsibly, without disturbing the night or the land. Mystery lives in Australia's skies, but so does evidence. We'll follow both. This is Australia's UFO Hotspots. Let's map the journey and begin. Case Study 1. Westall, Clayton South, Melbourne. On 6 April 1966, students and staff at Westall High and nearby schools reported a disc-shaped object over the Grange Reserve, prompting confusion, excitement, and questions that endure. Witnesses, mostly schoolchildren, some teachers, described a shiny, disc-like craft moving low and silent above the reserve before dropping beyond the fence line. Accounts differ on altitude and speed. Some recall one object, others two. Many spoke of a classic saucer profile, metallic or pearly, maneuvering erratically, then descending near the Grange. No verified photographs emerged, despite the crowd, a gap that has fueled debate ever since. Afterward, some students claimed ground marks at the reserve, flattened grass and disturbed patches. Police and RAAF inquiries were reportedly made. Official responses were muted, and records are incomplete or contested. Testimonies conflict on timelines, flight paths, and where it landed, if at all. Some recall being told to keep quiet. Others remember only a strange air of authority on campus. No hard evidence has settled the matter. Decades later, researchers re-interviewed witnesses and revisited the reserve. Memories remained vivid but inconsistent. The Westall incident stands unresolved, striking in scale, thin in verifiable data. Case Study 2. Tully, North Queensland. On 19 January 1966, farmer George Pedley reported an object rising from Horseshoe Lagoon, leaving the water roiling and reeds flattened in a circular pattern. Pedley described a domed metallic object with a loud hiss lifting off the lagoon. When he returned, he found a floating nest of circularly flattened reeds, the water still disturbed. Several circles, some 8 to 10 meters across, were noted that season. Edges appeared braided or swept, as if by a rotating force. Photographs and sketches entered police files and later media reports. Police documented Pedley's statement and inspected the site. Ray AF correspondents referenced unusual reed formations, while newspapers popularized the term saucer nests, boosting the case's profile. Skeptical analyses point to natural causes. Willy-willies or whirlwinds can form rotating air columns, flattening floating vegetation into near-perfect circles. No craft required. Supporters counter that Tully's circles seem buoyant and intricately matted, and that conditions were calm. The debate turns on weather data, reed behavior, and what Pedley actually observed. Compared, Westall is a mass sighting with scant physical trace. Tully is a physical trace with essentially one primary witness. Each offers data, but also major uncertainties. Both cases seeped into Australian folklore and resurface periodically in documentaries and news cycles. Archive releases add color, not closure. A balanced reading, intriguing reports, limited corroboration. Extraordinary claims demand robust evidence. Absent that, the most parsimonious explanations remain natural or misperceived. Today, Westall is officially unexplained. Tully's saucer nests are widely attributed to whirlwinds. Neither offers definitive proof of a craft, only reminders to stay curious and skeptical. Far from the surf, Australia's vast interior holds another kind of mystery. Under desert skies along the Stuart Highway, travelers report unusual lights, bright, steady, or drifting, against a horizon so clear it feels endless. Places like Wycliffe Well in the Northern Territory built a reputation on these nighttime sightings. Wycliffe Well, often dubbed a UFO capital, sits on a long, dark corridor of outback travel. With excellent sky visibility, it's easy to misread the ordinary as extraordinary. Satellites tracking low, aircraft on approach with navigation lights, or distant military flares seen across great distances. Near Alice Springs, Pine Gap, a restricted defense facility, has long fueled rumors. There is no verified evidence linking it to unexplained craft. More likely sources include scheduled satellite passes, high-altitude aircraft, or re-entry events that appear as slow, glowing arcs on the horizon. Out on the Nullarbor Plain and along the Kimberley coast, reports describe hovering points of light over empty roads and sea horizons. Temperature inversions can bend light. Bright planets like Venus can seem to follow a vehicle. And industrial activity, flares, mining beams, can bloom strangely in heat haze. Common explanations fit many desert light reports. Bright planets or stars low on the horizon, aircraft navigation or landing lights, satellites, sometimes in trains, meteor trails, distant flares, and optical effects from strong inversion layers. Long lens viewing can compress distances, making far-off headlights or ship lights seem to hover. Overheated ground, parallax, and shimmer cause lights to drift, wobble, or split. Behavior that feels uncanny when you're alone on a silent road. Good reporting matters. Note time, direction, elevation above the horizon, color, and duration. Check satellite and aircraft trackers where possible. And respect privacy. Do not identify individuals and avoid filming private property or restricted sites. Wycliffe Well endures as a waypoint of wonder. Most lights have mundane origins, but the experience of the desert sky, its depth and stillness, is unforgettable and keeps curiosity alive along the Stuart Highway. Around Pine Gap, rumors persist because access is limited and activity is discreet. Yet decades of public scrutiny have produced no verified evidence of exotic craft, only plausible attributions to aircraft, satellites, and atmospheric optics. Out on the Nullarbor and Kimberley approaches, inversion layers over cool night air can lift and stretch distant glows. Ships, rigs, and coastal beacons may appear aloft. Road trains cresting rises can look like hovering orbs until perspective snaps into place. Across these regions, patterns repeat. Remote roads, huge skies, and human eyes adapting in low light. Careful observation usually resolves the unknown into the known, without needing conspiracies or classified explanations. Still, the fascination remains. The Outback rewards patience. Wait long enough, and satellites glide by, meteors flare, and planets brighten into beacons that can seem otherworldly to a tired driver. When something resists explanation, document it carefully and compare against known sky charts and traffic data. Most cases will find a match, some may not, and that's fine to admit without leaping to certainty. In the north and across the deserts, lights come and go. The best lens is a cautious one, curious, disciplined, and grounded in what the sky and atmosphere can do. Out here, the horizon is wide, the air is clear, and mystery thrives in the space between what we think we saw and what patient checking can reveal. First, a different kind of mystery, Australia's nightlights. Across the outback near Boulia, people speak of the Min Min lights, glowing orbs that drift along lonely roads. Stories go back a century. Modern drivers still report a hovering, headlight-like glow. Folklore meets physics. What could cause it? Temperature inversions can bend distant lights over the horizon. A mirage called a fata morgana. Heat shimmer and dust can make them dance. On the coast in the 1990s, Gosford saw a flap, clusters of reports over Brisbane water. Some accounts even reached police logs. Witnesses described bright objects above the estuary. Skeptics pointed to aircraft, planets, or re-entries. Competing interpretations coexisted. Data was patchy. If you're curious, try a safe sky watch. Pick dark sites, tell someone, and go with a friend. Use star map and satellite tracker apps. Note times, direction, and weather. Log photos or sketches, and respect private land and park rules. Australia's skies invite wonder. Many lights are explainable and a few remain open.